right, Cancer. A little smudge to clear away negative energies. Three chimes to bring in positive energy. This is a general reading for the sign of Cancer. If you have Cancer anywhere in your birth chart, this is your reading. It is a general reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest. Thank you, Spirit. Messages for the sign of Cancer. I'm just really making a mess of things here this week, Cancer. Let's see what the cards have in store for you this week. Thank you, Spirit. Messages for the sign of Cancer. Thank you. Too many cards. If this is your first time tuning in, Cancer, a little bit about the layout for this reading. When we have this top row here, what we're looking at is your public life, your professional life, your work life, and the energy that is surrounding you there. Either you are creating or someone in your environment is creating. And then we also have the second row here, which is your home life, your private life, your personal life, and family, friends, and the energy that is, that's a lot of cards, the energy that is surrounding you there. Thank you, Spirit. Messages for the sign of Cancer. What would you like Cancer to know or to be aware of during this reading? Thank you, Spirit. Messages for the sign of Cancer. And then this third row, this final row, is final thoughts, final messages, final takeaway for this reading. What is it that Spirit would like you to know for final thoughts, final messages? Thank you. Messages for the sign of Cancer. Thank you, Spirit. Wow, you have some wide variety of cards this week, Cancer. And the foundation, the basis of this reading is the Three of Swords. Disappointment, heartbreak, betrayal. Driven by the High Priestess, there's a disappointment, a betrayal that is serving or has served for your highest good. And let's see how that plays into the rest of your cards this week, Cancer. And before we get started, let's go ahead and get out our intuition cards. If this is your first time tuning in, what we've done is we've just gotten these simple shapes and simple colors in black and white, and we've just been giving them a little bit of a shuffle, and then I'll select one of these cards, and at the end of the reading I will reveal this card to see if we can connect with our intuition. Thank you, Spirit. Card for the sign of Cancer. Oh, and I don't think we've had this card, Cancer. I think this is the first time in any reading that we've had this card. And I'm sending that image to you. If at any time during the reading you believe you know what this card is, write it in the comment box. If not, no worries. We'll reveal at the end of this reading and we'll see if we were able to connect intuitively. The reading starts off with the Nine of Wands, putting in work, putting in effort, putting in the labor, and having the battle scars to prove it. The gift, bringing in a gift that really doesn't look like a gift or doesn't feel like a gift, or something that we do not want to accept. And that not wanting to accept kind of makes sense with this, something that we don't want, but we don't want it, but it is for our highest good, our highest benefit. And then we have the Knight of Wands, wanting to take action, movement, desires, moving forward and looking behind. Here we have two cards that are looking in the same direction. And they're looking at the amount of work that we have been putting into something, the amount of time that we have put into something. We put in work, we put in time, we put in effort. And now that it's starting to pay off, we're wondering, has it all been worth it? Is it really worth the effort that we have put in? I'm surprised we didn't see that Seven of Pentacles here. But we have put in the work, we have put in the effort, and now we're trying to reap the rewards. We're wanting to move forward, remembering the past. Moving forward, remembering the past. Moving forward, remembering the past. What is that? You have been rewarded. You have received compensation. You have put in the work and you've received compensation. And while you're appreciated of that, you're still questioning or wondering, has it been worth the effort? And is this moving you in the direction or moving you on the path that you see for your future? It's almost like, has it been worth it up until this point? If you could go back and do it over again, would you do it the same way? And then we have the King of Cups. The King of Cups, the celebration, contracts, agreements, fond memories of the past. Past coming up here a lot for you this week, Cancer. Was it in last week's reading? I think it was in last week's reading. In last week's reading, we talked about an unexpected expense. And we also talked about misunderstandings, that there's a misunderstanding, there's something that you do not fully know or are not fully aware of. it's like someone is trying to protect you. Someone is trying to protect your feelings. But in trying to protect you, in trying to protect your feelings, they're doing or have done more harm. And now that there's a misunderstanding or misinformation that has come to light, and you're better able to see and better able to things are beginning to make sense. Things from the past are beginning to make sense. Now that someone is not trying to protect your feelings, or now that you have learned this information, this knowledge, this agreement, but now that you know it and you're better able to understand and things begin to make sense, you're able to make sense of the past because they're no longer trying to protect you. So it's almost like there was a misunderstanding or a miscommunication or held back information in order to protect you. But now that you know this information and have a better understanding of this information, why it may seem as like a betrayal, it may be like a broken or a tendered heart, that you have or can acknowledge this is cause for celebration. Now everything is beginning to make sense, now that you can understand that. And now that this past has been cleared up. And that is followed by the Temperance card. The Temperance card, I love this Temperance card. This Temperance card really is taking the unseen and bringing it into the scene, practicing alchemy, creating something, taking the elements and creating something that was not there, leaving the past behind, leaving past emotional hurts, past emotional heartaches behind. And I love that the Wheel of Fortune is spinning. And the Wheel of Fortune really does speak to what energy, what thoughts, what words we put into a situation, that we bring into our lives. That is what the universe reflects back to us. Moving forward, following our intuition to move forward. It is up to you to create the life that you would like to create, that you would like to live. We can create a life for ourselves, but we cannot create a life for others. The only thing we can do is lead by example. And before I let you go, Cancer, let me send you, were you able to select the square card? If you were able to select the square card this week, I'm so glad you were able to connect with your intuition. If not, there's always next week. Remember, it's always about practice, not perfection. And that's the message that I have for the sign of Cancer. Thank you, Cancer. You have a blessed week.